we are in a positive situation. For the 4th year in a row, we will have a return on capital that will be above the cost of capital, will be profitable. We will anticipate something like $33.8 billion of profit. These are good numbers and good trends. But you are absolutely right to underline that there are headwinds, the rise in cost, fuel cost, labor cost, infrastructure cost, and some tensions on the geopolitical and geo-economical level, on trade, on immigration, and that could harm the industry. We rely on open borders. We advocate in favor of open borders. We think that open borders brings prosperity, brings jobs, brings freedom. So we are the business of freedom. We are not the business of barriers or closed borders. As we anticipate, a significant growth in the coming 20 years, the traffic will double. We will transport roughly 8 billion passengers in 20 years from now. Probably the double number of tons of cargo. So the infrastructure has to be able to cope with that. So we are looking for capacity, but that is affordable, so affordability, and that is efficiency. And we know that these decisions are difficult. They are long-term decisions. So if we make decisions now, we will see new airports or new air traffic control systems being in place in at best 5 years and probably 10 years from now. And they are desperately needed to cope with growth. So we urge government to make decisions now to be able to have the appropriate infrastructure in 5 years or 10 years from now to cope with the growth in traffic. If you want to design the appropriate infrastructure in size, but that is affordable and that is efficient, please consult the customers. We are the customers. We pay for the infrastructure. And in IATA, we have the global overview of what is done, so we can bring ideas, suggestions, good practice, and we say to governments, or to civil aviation, or to regulation authorities, consult. Please act in very close trust and with the industry. It is estimated to touch 25 million persons every year. They use, airlines and airline connectivity, to do that traffic. We want to fight against that. We want to train our people, and we want to cooperate with the law enforcement agency, the police, or the authorities to prevent that from happening. Some airlines have trained their people. In some countries, it's mandatory, as you know. But we would like all our members, and even beyond our members, all the airlines to be aware of the situation and to implement the appropriate measures. We have done two things. Last year, we have implemented the CORSIA, which is the carbon reduction scheme for the industry, which is a worldwide program, a very big success. And so we spend the year 2017 and the year 2018, training and preparing the industry to implement CORSIA. And secondly, we are advocating in favor of a wider use of alternative fuels, which is one of the key elements to comply with the commitment we made in terms of carbon reduction emissions. So we ask government to make the same type of incentivization for biofuel, to develop the infrastructure, to lower the cost, to allow airlines to use biofuels on a much larger scale. Improve the passenger experience. Pay attention to cost, because there are some elements. Always keep an eye on safety. Safety is always the basic.